Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm back at it again with the readings. This week I'm working on mental health awareness wellness checks for the zodiac signs. I'm really excited about these. These have been some really deep, amazing readings. I was led to do these by my guardian angels and spirit guides. So I'm definitely grateful to be the vehicle for these messages. A little bit of housekeeping before we get started. If you resonate with the video, I do ask that you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. You can even hit that notification bell so you get notified anytime I upload new content. Mommy and Me Luxury Alchemy Beading by myself and my daughter. We are accepting orders. We are a little bit behind on shipping. I'm working on I already found it. I'm just working on getting it in place, a better, more efficient shipping method for us. So we are about 2 to 3 weeks behind on shipping for the luxury alchemy beaded pieces. Tongue twister. But yeah, we are a little bit behind schedule on shipping those out. We are still taking orders. You are going to get your beads. We just are working on a more efficient shipping method. Let me lift this up a little bit so y'all can actually see my whole face. But I'm wearing some of our pieces. This is my grounded goddess necklace and my divine feminine necklace with the matching bracelet that says enjoy every day, the matching 2-piece anklet, and the waist beads, if you guys can see that. It's a 3-piece waist bead set, super cute. So we have custom pieces. We do take orders for custom pieces. If you guys want to set your own intentions, we definitely are all for that. Just email me at CosmicStrawberryTarotLLC with your intentions or whatever you're interested in, and I got you. We have pre-made pieces available. If you want to see what those look like, you can check my YouTube shorts, and we can you can place orders for those whenever you want. Mommy and Me Luxury Alchemy Beading. And then we have extensive chakra imbalance workshops every Sunday. This Sunday we're going up to the heart chakra, which is going to be our 4th workshop. I do have virtual takeaways for the workshops, the 3 workshops prior. If you're interested in catching up with the group, the takeaways are $11.11 per workshop. So it's a total of $33.33 for you to have all 3 of those takeaways from the previous workshops that we've already completed, and you'll have everything you need to attend the workshop this Sunday on the heart chakra. It's $33.33. It is a virtual thing. We do it via Zoom. It's for the entire family, moms, dads, grandmas, grandparents, kids, everybody. It's a whole vibe. We do a lot. We cover a lot. It's about an hour-and-a-half session focused solely on the chakra of the week. We cover chakra imbalances, what it looks like when it's imbalanced, when it's overactive, underactive, when it needs to be activated, or how to activate it, different crystals, herbs that you can use to heal and activate your chakras. We do guided meditation led by me on that chakra. There's yoga. We do a group ancestral reading in regards to the workshop for the week. I incorporate some African spirituality into that. I'm teaching people and I'm learning myself as I teach the different orishas who govern over the chakras and how their energy resonates with ours and different stuff like that. It's really a lot. It's a whole vibe. It's amazing. I am experiencing so much transformation in my own life. I'm getting so many messages from people who attend talking about how they have been seeing so much change and just feeling really good, and just this is really good. You guys want to jump in on this? If you feel like, well, it's already started, you guys are already 4 workshops in, I don't want to just jump in now. We do restart on November 6th. So every 7 weeks, this is a recurring thing. This is not something I'm doing just one time. This is something that needs to be done recurringly, like all the time. So our 7 weeks for this particular workshop session is over on October 31st, and then we restart from the beginning, the root chakra, on November 6th, for anybody who wants to join us. That's my housekeeping. Now we can jump into your message. This is going to be for Gemini. I appreciate you guys for sticking with me through that. That was 4 minutes and 24 seconds. If anybody wants to time stamp the reading, this is a wellness check for you guys. Mental Health Awareness Week is October 3rd through October 9th. We're going to do some sound clearing and just get into the message. So let's see what Spirit has for our Gemini collective. I've already prayed and blessed my cards, so we can just go ahead and dive in. That's good. That's always good. Once I finish my housekeeping and talking so fast and trying to condense everything I need to say in like a couple minutes. With that sound bowl, I'll be back in the game. We good, okay? Gemini collective. Gemini spirit, thank you so much. All right, Gemini, this is a wellness check for you guys. Mental health awareness week. I'm trying to see what the angels want you guys to know. These messages can be a little deep. It may be triggering. So just prepare yourselves. Get your snacks, sit back and relax. And let's see what Spirit has for you guys. Okay, so this is a wellness check for Gemini Spirit. What is the message for your Gemini collective? Wellness check for Gemini. Heavenly Mother and Father, guardian angels and ancestors of divine truth, love, and light. Thank you so much for choosing me as your vessel. I completely surrender to you and this journey with you at this time. Whatever messages you have for your Gemini collective, this is a wellness check for them. It's Mental Health Awareness Week. This is a wellness check for Gemini Spirit. Whatever messages you have, for Gemini. Wellness check for your Gemini collective. Thank you so much, Heavenly Mother, Father, guardian angels, and ancestors. Please show me what is the message, what is the wellness message for your Gemini collective? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay. Walk away from illusion and towards truth. Look at life from a higher perspective. So let's see where this goes. Okay, Spirit, this is a wellness check for Gemini. What's the message for your Gemini collective? Wellness check for Gemini. All right. So I have God will lead the way. They were convinced by the power of miraculous signs and wonders and by the power of God's Spirit. I have make the best of every situation. With God, everything is possible. And I have faced your future with boldness and strength. As soon as I pray, you answer me. You encourage me by giving me strength. Bottom of the deck is release your cares to God. So I'm getting heavily that God is asking you to surrender control over where your life is going and where you're being led, and just to allow God to lead the way, to make the best of every situation that you're in and not stress and not worry so much, but to face your future with boldness and strength, and understand that as soon as you pray, you're answered, and your God, whoever it is that you pray to, is always encouraging you and giving you strength. So let's see where this goes. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, and ancestors of divine truth, love, and light. This is a wellness check for your Gemini collective. Wellness check for Gemini. I have God will lead the way. Please clarify. God will lead the way for Gemini Spirit. Thank you so much. God will lead the way for Gemini. Clarify this for us, Spirit. God will lead the way for Gemini. Please clarify this for your Gemini collective. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, and ancestors. What is God will lead the way for Gemini? Thank you so much. Okay, cut the deck. Sorry, dropping stuff. Two of Cups, Ace of Wands. Let's see. Okay, so God will lead the way. They were convinced by the power of miraculous signs and wonders, and by the power of God's Spirit. So clarify, God will lead the way for Gemini Spirit. These cards are super big, so bear with me, y'all. Spirit wanted me to use Starman for these messages, but they kind of big, so I'm holding on the best I can. Bear with me. God will lead the way. Clarify this for Gemini Spirit. I was doing good last reading. God will lead the way. God will lead the way for Gemini. One more, please, Spirit. God will lead the way. Thank you. Okay. These are the same cards pretty much that came out yesterday, I believe. And I'm not sure if they came out in the upright or the reverse. Okay. I hear you, Spirit. Spirit says to take it how it can, how I seen it yesterday. So I got started on the Gemini reading as well. I was telling Libra, I actually had started these readings last night, and I completed Libra and was like halfway through Gemini. And the app that I was using, I got this new like video recording app or something where you can like edit the videos and stuff. I was trying it out and it kind of like ran out of space, and then it wouldn't let me download the videos from the app to my camera roll so that I could actually use the videos and post them. So I had to start all the way over. But these are the same cards that came out for you guys yesterday. So let's see what Spirit was saying. Make the best of every situation for Gemini. Make the best of every situation for Gemini. What is make the best of every situation for your Gemini collective? Spirit, thank you so much. Make the best of every situation for your Gemini collective. Thank you so much. Okay, cut the deck. 9 of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Please clarify, make the best of every situation for your Gemini collective, Spirit. What is make the best of every situation? Make the best of every situation for Gemini. That's kind of a lot, Spirit. Make the best of every situation. Okay, so I have the Princess of Pentacles and the High Priestess reversed. Uh-oh, where is this going, Spirit? Okay, and then we have face your future with boldness and strength. This is a wellness check for Gemini. A wellness check for Gemini, Spirit. Fix that a little bit. Okay. Kind of. Whatever. Okay. Wellness check for Gemini. Face your future with boldness and strength. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, and ancestors of divine truth, love, and light. Please clarify. Face your future with boldness and strength. Please clarify. Face your future with boldness and strength for your Gemini collective. Wellness check message. Thank you so much, Spirit. Okay. Whoa. The sun. Okay, so let's see what Spirit is wanting you guys to understand about facing your future with boldness and strength for Gemini. Clarify, face your future with boldness and strength for Gemini. Spirit. This is a wellness check message. So this is interesting. I'm not sure what Spirit is going with this, but I'm going to see something about walking away. Definitely something about walking away from something. Okay, hold on. Let me see. So we have God will lead the way. Let's start reading there. I'm not even trying to take over or do too much with these messages. These are strictly all Spirit. God will lead the way, page 51. Okay, so God will lead the way. When we open up to God and trust and love Him with all our hearts, we are better able to hear and understand God's guidance. It is the same with reading and studying God's word so that we can instantly recognize true guidance from God, as opposed to false guidance from insecurities or the enemy. When we trust in God, our lives flow more easily and the way is apparent, fueled by the light of the source. We can rely on and follow God's guidance. If you have a strong repetitive thought or feeling to make a positive change, pray for God to reveal more details to you, and He will. Close your eyes and meditate on being more receptive to God's guidance, which you discern as strong repetitive thoughts or visions. Always, God guides us toward being helpful and loving, and His messages are aligned with Scripture and the Word. We can also ask for a sign from God as long as we're perfectly honest with ourselves that we're not trying to find a sign to justify following our own will instead of waiting to hear God's will. Everything we need is provided, and all our needs are always met with divinely perfect timing when we follow God's guidance. They were convinced by the power of miraculous signs and wonders and by the power of God's Spirit. So I'm hearing very, very heavily for you guys, Gemini, that you're at a place in your life like the crossroads where you have to make a choice. You have been living your life through your ego. Your ego is when you try to control everything yourself, when everything that you do is based off of your own personal will. You haven't really connected to anything higher than you, in order to understand that that will needs to be influenced by something more powerful. Otherwise, if you're going to have your will grounded and rooted in your ego, your ego only has the intelligence to desire so much without connecting to the most high God, which is yourself, which is without connecting to spirit. Okay, your ego is just your vehicle. Your ego is your flesh. Your ego is it wants and it desires for fleshly, earthly, materialistic things. It doesn't expand. Its intelligence does not expand beyond that. So if you have not yet connected to the Most High God, and you're out here in the world maneuvering, trying to manifest and attract and make things happen for yourself, your desires are so superficial and so shallow, you're not really getting out of this experience what the Most High God has for you. And you're wondering why you're unsatisfied, why you feel discontent, and like you're not getting it. It's because your ego, living life from your ego's perspective and trying to attain things from your ego's perspective without tapping into anything higher and allowing yourself to be guided and led by your angels, by the Most High God, because your spirit knows. Okay, there's two parts of you. You are the creator of your reality. You are a soul with a body. You come here in the space and time to walk a certain path. Your ego is your vehicle to walk that certain path. Your spirit is your consciousness that's going to guide your ego to get to the path so that you can actually walk it. But if you are not rooted in your spirit, you haven't done the work to connect to yourself spiritually, you're only listening to your ego. Your ego can't find the path. It's trying to, but it needs to tap into the intelligence of that spirit so that the spirit can really guide you and nudge you and show you which way to go. I have the Empress here in reverse. So I'm getting either this is two different energies I'm talking to, like a masculine and a feminine, who need to embrace their spiritual side more so than they do their egoic side. I'm not getting like a couple here. I'm getting like a man Gemini and a female Gemini who are both having the same issue with being rooted in their ego and trying to maneuver through life from an egoic space and wondering why they're unfulfilled and why they're not getting out of life what they feel like they deserve. Is that there's a surrendering that needs to happen to the spirit, to the Most High God, so that you can allow your spirit to lead you to the fulfilling path. Your ego, your body, your vehicle will not be able to lead you there. It doesn't know where it is. It doesn't have the intelligence to find it. That's the trick of the universe. That's the trick of the Most High God, to test you, to see which path are you going to choose. Are you going to choose me? Because if you choose me, you're going to get the ultimate wish fulfillment. You're going to get everything that you desire out of this life. But you were born into a world where materialistic gain is glorified. So you are literally conditioned to think that taking the path of the Most High God is not going to get you all the materialistic things that you want. Like it's not, but it actually is the only way to really get the fullness of what you deserve and what you plan to get for yourself before you came to this lifetime. To get that fullness, you have to tap into that higher realm. You have to tap into that higher self. You have to tap into that energy of the unconditional love of the Most High God and allow that to guide you to this specific path. Otherwise, you're showing up as the Empress reverse. Let's read the Empress reverse. So the Empress reverse. The abundance and ease that the upright Empress delivered has evaporated as you sink into murky, muddy challenges. The more you resist, the deeper in you get. You must find healthy ways to replenish yourself and connect to your own natural source of creativity and personal development. A needy mother or maternal figure may be depleting your own energy sources, so establishing personal boundaries is vital. This phase too shall pass. Feeling stifled, scared, or scarce, poor resource management, disconnect from your surroundings, change your environment. Know this moment will pass. You won't be able to. The Empress in the upright, though. Let's talk about the Empress in the upright. This is because just so you can understand the difference of trying to move from a space of spirit versus a space of ego. So with the Empress in the upright, a gilded bird's cage floats above the Empress's head, suggesting that despite appearances, the door to freedom is always open. We can all be free as a bird. She invites us to abandon oneself to her and let her mysterious energy infuse your creations, fueling the birth of eventual form or structure. The world would certainly be out of balance and therefore ugly if everyone was a painter, singer, or dancer. Nevertheless, the spirit of creativity is nourishing to all. When your creativity so totally infuses your life, every moment is seen living with creative potential. You live in God. The Empress also invites you to nourish and nurture your own vehicle of transformation, your body. It's your vehicle of transformation. It's not the basis, the foundation of everything that you are. It's just the vehicle, which was given by the miracle of nature despite its imperfections. Attend to the balance and beauty of your physical environment, especially your home and the natural world around you. Everything is possible when you're rooted in the Most High God. Allow abundance into your life. Tap into the creative flow of the universe. Start something nurturing. So that's what God is trying to get you to understand, that at your darkest hour, when you are feeling the most down and depressed, that is God's way of getting you to turn to him and allow him to lead the way for you, because that's what's going to get you to what you're looking for. Make the best of every situation. With God, everything is possible. You're limiting yourself, trying to live life from your ego. You just got to surrender. You got to surrender. It took me a long time to surrender because I thought that I was surrendering to something that wasn't cool. Nobody else was doing it. Nobody else understood it. I try to talk to people about like hearing things and just feeling this calling in my soul and this passion, this fire in my belly to go this whole different route that nobody else could understand. Nobody else was supportive of. Most people condemned the shit out of me. I was bullied and all type of shit. And so I was trying to reject taking this path because the world wasn't accepting of it. But eventually I started to realize that I wasn't satisfied. I'm not happy. I'm not getting anything out of this reality that I feel like I deserve. Like, I'm fucking miserable here trying to live life from this point. I need to shift my perception. I need to surrender to this calling. I need to surrender to the Most High God. I need to root myself in the Most High God and what I feel is right for me. And then we'll see where we go from there. And now I'm literally the most at peace, the happiest, drama-free, fulfilled I've ever been in all of my life. Like, for real. Go ahead and take this path, beloved. And then we have the King of Swords reverse. So let's read about the King of Swords reverse. The King of Swords reverse. You are feeling driven, impatient, and in no mood for time wasters. Punishing standards and judgments about incompetence are making things hard for yourself and others. This air of disillusionment and even despair needs to be dispelled. Over attachment to details. You need to rise up and gain a fresh perspective. Renew your focus. Abuse of power, refusing to adapt, passing judgments without listening to all sides. So this is a masculine Gemini and a feminine Gemini. I don't know if you guys are in a relationship with each other or not. I don't see a relationship here. All I see is that spirit is talking to the man Gemini and the female Gemini. If you are not rooted and grounded in the Most High God, you're struggling right now and you need to allow God to lead the way. You're showing up as very needy, okay, very codependent. You're just really not in your power. And this King of Swords, you're showing up very controlling, very rude and disrespectful. And this is because you're insecure. You're trying to control everything from your ego space. You're codependent because you haven't fulfilled yourself. You haven't allowed yourself to be rooted in the truth of who you are. Allow God to lead the way. Let God lead the way, Gemini. Then we have make the best of every situation. Let's read that. Page 67, make the best of every situation. Have you ever admired how a bird glided and dives so gracefully, yet as easy as it makes it look, it must hold a very measured and precise posture to safely and effectively dive for food? Perhaps like the bird, you're holding tension in your body, stressed by too much work and pressing responsibilities. It may be time to assess your own beliefs about what constitutes being an adult. Did you watch your parents work continually, engage nonstop in their careers or housework or volunteer work? You can reinvent what it means to be a healthy and responsible adult, balancing giving with receiving. Like the bird, you can glide gracefully while meeting all your responsibilities. The key is to shoulder your burdens with God. You have to surrender. Who will lift you up the moment you ask for his help? Through challenging experiences comes wisdom and a deeper understanding of life. Pray to find the blessings and lessons within each situation, and you will. Jesus looked at them intently and said, humanly speaking, it is impossible. But with God, everything is possible. You need to surrender to the Most High God and allow the Most High God to help you get to where you need to be. And fun fact, real quick, to make this shit simple, you are God. So you are conditioned to seek your validation, to seek your value outside of yourself. When I'm telling you to allow the Most High God into your space, for you to surrender, all I'm asking you to do is to surrender yourself. God made all things in his image. Nothing was here until God said, let there be. There was nothing here until God said, let there be. He breathed his life, and forgive me for saying he, because I believe that God is a woman personally, but he is just something that I say to help us in our human forms. We're so small here. Our intelligence is so, our vibrations are so low. We lower ourselves here. Our level of understanding here is low. So I say God because that's how us as humans can interpret this supreme, all-knowing, unconditional being. But it's so much more than that, okay? When there was nothing here, God said, let there be, including you. You came from God. You are a direct manifestation of God in flesh form. When you tap into your higher self, you're tapping into you. You are here to find yourself, to be God in this lifetime, especially in this realm of hell. There is hell and chaos around you all the time. When I'm telling you to surrender to the Most High God while you're in this space, that's your only means of survival. For real, survival and thriving is for you to live out your purpose, your mission, your divinity. Choose your divinity. Choose yourself. Embrace the fullness of who you are so that you can shine bright in this dark ass place. Stop trying to allow your vehicle that's conditioned by the circumstance that you're literally sitting here to change. Your vehicle will not be able to get you there. You need to connect to the Most High God and understand that with God, all things is possible. With you, all things are possible, Gemini. So then we have make the best of every situation. Sometimes I lose my thought and I don't remember what I read already. Did I read make the best of every situation? Okay. Yeah. Make the best of every situation. And then we have clarifying that the Princess of Pentacles. Let's read that. The Princess of Pentacles. The Princess of Pentacles invites us to consider how we are making solid, grounded foundations and preparations for what we ultimately value and hope to achieve in life. It suggests that we have much in abundance already and not to squander precious resources frivolously. She reminds us to seed, plant, and grow our vision one step at a time. Remove yourself from the matrix in that desire for that need for instant gratification. Plant your seeds. Allow God, first of all, root yourself in the Most High God and allow God to lead you and guide you to plant your seeds on the path that's right for you so that you can watch your seeds bloom and you can have your winning season. You can come into yourself, into the fullness of who you were meant to be in this space and time. Okay? Because I have the High Priestess here in reverse. You're trying to manipulate your way into success and into fulfillment, and it's not going to work that way. You cannot trick the universe out of delivering to you what it is that you feel like you desire. You have to connect to yourself on a higher level so that you can be an energetic match to what belongs to you. Otherwise, you're operating and maneuvering and trying to bring things into your space when you don't even know who the fuck you are. Whose blessings are you trying to manifest into your life? It doesn't work like that, y'all. The High Priestess in reverse. The shadow of the High Priestess casts seeds of doubt and mistrust into your thoughts and deeds. Ignoring the call to transform, you will fall back into the sleep of bland conformity. The issues and painful beliefs that stuck energy lodged deep in your cellular structure will continue to grow unchecked, eating away, making you grow old instead of ripe. Don't let the past control and dictate what you know. Instead, discover fresh ways of exploring your life. Otherwise, addictive habits can surface, blotting out your potential. Doubt your abilities, conform to social norms, ignore your instincts, listening to others' expectations. That is not what you need. That is not what's going to get you this fulfillment. You need to make the best out of every situation and understand that with God, all things are possible. You need to allow God to lead the way. Your flesh is going to lead you to this path of destruction. The issues and painful beliefs that stuck energy lodged in your cellular structure will continue to grow unchecked, eating raw, making you grow old instead of ripe. You have to surrender to the Most High God, surrender to your higher self, and allow your higher self to lead you to where you need to go. Your ego cannot do it. It does not have the intelligence to do so. That's just that on that. That's how God made this shit up. Okay, so the final card I have out for you guys, Gemini, is face your future with boldness and strength. Let's see what God wants you guys to know here. Okay, so even as a child, you may have had a sense that you were born to fulfill an important mission. And it's true. You do have a mission in life, which God has given to you, knowing full well that you can fulfill your appointed role and that God will support and strengthen you all along the way. When our hearts are full of faith and trust, we can walk, sure-footedly through life, prepared to meet anything that comes our way. With confidence, not arrogance, we can be sure that God is always that God is always by our side, guiding us lovingly through each day and night. To find your true path, ask God what actions He would guide you to take today. You may not see God's big picture for you immediately, but if you continue to pray and follow God's guidance, your purpose will make sense. We all have a divine role to play as we walk upon this beautiful planet, and each path is equally important. Prayer will also help you find your way like a spiritual compass. As soon as I pray, you answer me. You encourage me by giving me strength. Surrender to the Most High God. And then I have clarifying that the Princess of Wands reversed. So let's read about that. The Princess of Wands reversed. Just as we can find joy and freedom in the improvisation of life, we can also find ourselves sparking too many ideas and projects, constantly stuck in the process of conceptualizing or overwhelmed with busyness. Too much restless, purposeless activity leads to frustration, indecision, and diminished confidence. Slow down, balance, and ground this abundant vitality with good, wholesome nutrition and holistic practice such as yoga, qigong, tai chi, or outdoor physical activities such as parkour or running in nature. Feeling overwhelmed doing busy work instead of implementing the project, situational immaturity, slow down, balance yourself, and exercise your body. I also have the Ace of Wands here reversed, because this is the energy that you're sitting in right now. The Ace of Wands reversed. Whereas the Ace of Wands is a big yes, go for it signal, the reverse aspect points to delays and setbacks to an important project. Take a deep breath, review what's going on, your energy levels and your sense of purpose, and whether this really is the correct project to take you forward. frustrating, yes, but acting methodically will help ground your vision and avoid disappointment. Perhaps you've taken on too much, or maybe you're feeling underwhelmed with your position, a symbol of phallic potency. When the Ace of Wands is reversed, it might also suggest infertility issues or sexual challenges within a new relationship. Dealing with blocks, signs point to a no, taking on too much, insufficient knowledge to achieve what you want. This is what living life from your being driven by your ego leads you. Your ego does not have the intelligence to lead you to where you will be fulfilled. And then we have the Prince of Swords in the upright is the final cards for you guys. The Prince of Swords the Prince of Swords embodies this energy. The huge raven signifies the arrival of this vital force. The Prince himself is modeled on a young punk rocker, embodied the energy of the tragic rock icon Sid Vicious. Heading for a similar untimely end until one night a drug score went horribly wrong, leaving him almost battered to death. So Spirit is saying that you don't want to be put in a situation where they have to rock you to your core to get you to understand that there's only way out. There's only one way through this shit, and that's through the Most High God. You need to surrender. You're not going to be able to figure this out on your own. You can surrender to the enemy. You can surrender to the dark side. You can surrender to your flesh, your ego, but the ego is going to lead you over and over again to destruction, down to the point that you are on your knees and battered and almost to your death. It is going to force you to do exactly what I'm telling you to do now. So you might as well stop prolonging it and just do it now. Surrender to the Most High God. That night he had a vision of Jesus telling him that he could give up and it would be just fine, or he can go back into his life. Liza, don't come out here making all that noise while I'm working. Telling him that he could give up and it would be just fine, or he can go back into his life and help impact the lives of sick children. As soon as he was out of the hospital, he got fit, running races and gaining sponsorship. Instead of vodka, he drank green juice. Instead of hustling for drugs, he hustled corporations to contribute money for hospital equipment. He became unstoppable. What decisive action do you need to take? Stand your ground. Fight for what you believe in and surrender what you hold dear to achieve greatness. Be impulsive. Okay, you guys? So that is your wellness check message from the guardian angels, from the Most High God, from the ancestors, in order for you to pull yourself up from this low place. God brings us to our lowest when he wants our attention. He just wants you. That's all. He wants you to surrender to yourself so that you can really get out of this life what you deserve, and that so that you can shine that light so bright that's on the inside of you, and it's going to inspire others to do the same. That's all. That's all. You don't have to suffer. Don't sit around and suffer unnecessarily. This is a choice. Suffering is a choice. I promise you it's a choice. Okay, so that is your message. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, I am available for those. The information for those are in the description box. I love you with all of my heart and soul. I'm so grateful that you got a chance to stop by. If you resonated, I don't know if I said that or not. If you resonated, I got a horrible short-term memory. If you resonated, you can give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, love, and light.